Hello there, I'm Dr. Jeff, and I'm trying to solve a mystery. Something has been walking through our lab, and it's left evidence. Footprints, big footprints. I'm hoping that was my stomach growling, because today we're gonna use science to find clues, make observations, because we have to get to the bottom of this mystery. Let's explore. Today, we'll learn that scientists help us understand the world around us. They use experiments and make observations. And scientists use evidence to support their ideas.
3, 2, wonder! Yeah! 3, 2, wonder! Hey! Let's go! 3, 2, wonder!
Hey, Dr. Jeff.
Oh, hey, EJ. Hey, Addison.
I don't know where to begin. I'll start. Why are you dressed like that?
Because today, we're doing detective work. You can call me Sherlock Jeff. Get it? Get it? Okay. First, a very important question. What is science?
Isn't it numbers and measuring?
Or mixing and blowing up stuff?
Scientists can do those things, but put simply, science is using evidence to understand the world around us.
Evidence is like a clue that something is true.
That's right, Addison. And scientists find evidence by doing experiments and by making observations.
To make an observation means to use our senses to learn about something.
And we have 5 senses.
Let's see how scientists use senses to gather evidence.
Time to find some clues!
Whoa, nice costumes. First, our sense of sight. If scientists see animal footprints, like the ones I found earlier in the lab, they have a clue or evidence that an animal walked here. What can we observe about this footprint?
Well, it looks like it came from a big animal.
And the animal had claws.
Great observations. Now we can compare this footprint to this chart. What can we tell?
It's a bear footprint.
A bear was in this lab?
Well, that was embarrassing.
I can't bear you just said that.
You're killing me.
Now, on to our sense of hearing. When scientists want to collect evidence about wolves in an area, they can listen for the sound of wolves howling. Howl!
Just by listening to the wolves, scientists can figure out how many there are and where they live.
Scientists also use their sense of smell to collect evidence, like to know if this fish is spoiled. Go ahead, kids, collect some evidence.
That's definitely evidence that this fish is spoiled.
I'm never eating fish sticks again.
If scientists want to know if a shark's skin is smooth or rough, they can use their sense of touch to collect evidence.
Shark skin is actually rough like sandpaper. You wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at it.
Finally, for our sense of taste, if you want to collect evidence about the flavor of a jelly bean, you can taste it.
Green apple.
Ugh, black licorice.
Another way scientists collect evidence to understand the world is by doing experiments. For that, it's time to go into our imagination. Follow me! Ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, wonder!
Whoa, I love going into our imagination. It's like a field trip, but you don't have to go anywhere.
Now, in science, we support our ideas with evidence. The more evidence we have to support our idea, the stronger that idea is.
I want to collect some evidence.
Well, then let's do that. Here we have some food coloring. I'm gonna drip it into this dish of milk. And over here, I have a cotton ball that's been soaked in soap. I'm gonna take this cotton ball of soap and dip it into the milk right here. Here we go.
Whoa! How does it do that?
We can find out by doing experiments. This means to do something over again in the same way and only changing one thing at a time. In science, we call that a fair test.
What one thing could we change?
Maybe we could try using water instead of milk.
Great idea. Let's try that.
It didn't work.
This is a clue that the milk is important. But what about the milk is important?
Could we try finding out by using different types of milk?
Great idea. Let's try that. First, let's try the fat-free milk.
Still doesn't work. What about the 2% milk?
It's working more.
Now let's try whole milk, which has the most fat in it.
Cool!
What evidence have we gathered?
The more fat that the milk has, the better it works.
The milk without fat didn't work, which is evidence that the fat is what makes it work.
Fantastic! We've collected evidence to support our explanation. When the soap mixes with the fat in the milk, it starts moving the liquid around. The food coloring gets dragged along, and we see the colors dancing around.
Scientists have the coolest job ever.
Yep, science is fun, and scientists can help us discover really important things, like Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb, which we use in our homes today. Or Dr. Marie Curie, who studied radioactivity, which can help us detect fire and even make medicines. Even kids can help make discoveries, like the kid that found a 10,000-year-old tooth in the ground. It belonged to a mastodon, an elephant from a long, long time ago. This helps scientists understand what life was like back then. And you can be a scientist too. For that, it's time to do it yourself.
Today, we're going to make raisins dance and collect evidence to understand how it works.
You're going to need some tall glasses, some raisins, water, and soda.
First, fill the glass with soda.
Next, pour 10 raisins into the soda one at a time and see what happens. It looks like the raisins are dancing in the soda.
And there are small bubbles sticking to the sides of the raisins.
Now let's experiment by changing one thing at a time.
I wonder if the bubbles matter. Let's test that by switching the soda with regular water to collect some evidence. Make sure to keep everything the same and only change the soda. With regular water, the raisins just sink to the bottom.
This is evidence that the soda is important.
The combination of raisins and soda makes it work. The gas bubbles in the soda attach to the wrinkles in the raisins and pull them up. Then when it gets to the top, the bubbles pop and they sink again.
Raisins work because they are light and it's easier for them to be lifted up by the bubbles.
Try it yourself.
Evidence is like a clue that something is true. Scientists collect evidence through observations and experiments. Scientists use evidence to understand the world around us. Around us. We need evidence to help us support our ideas. The more evidence we have, the stronger our idea is. Scientists use evidence to understand the world around us. Around us. Evidence is like a clue that something is true. Scientists collect evidence through observations and experiments. Scientists use evidence to understand the world around us. Around us.
Now, let's review. Today, we learned that scientists help us understand the world around us.
Scientists do experiments and make observations.
And scientists use evidence to support their ideas.
And now you know. Until next time, I'm Dr. Jeff.
I'm EJ.
I'm Madison.
And remember,
Always question, always wonder.
Ah!